Hey everyone, my name is Jay, and in this discussion, we're going to discuss some updates to the last video that I had put out regarding being able to restream to Instagram after the 1 hour mark has been reached using OBS. Now, if you guys didn't watch my last video on how to be able to restream to OBS using Instagram Live PHP, I would definitely recommend checking that out first to a good degree. A lot of updates is going to be for what is at the end of that video, specifically for how to deal with not actually using Task Scheduler. So I basically have been on Discord, in the Instagram Live PHP Discord. Um, Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, but Hironiki, 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 Hironiki. Sorry, I butcher names. So Hironiki basically did some edits and changes that were extremely helpful in being able to automate this basically without Task Manager and being able to keep open the PHP so that you can use it at all times. Basically, he took out, as you can see here, he took out one part of the script, which we're going to go to in a little bit, that basically he took out this part that for the archiving part, which basically makes it so that you have to type yes first. But at the bottom, as you can see, right where it does the calculate times, basically for the cutoff time right here, as you can see, this is 3,480 seconds, which if you divide by like 60 is like 58 or something. And then of course it has the log m, and it says your stream is ended due to Instagram's 1 hour limit. Would you like to archive this stream, right? For him, he just has it where it says yes, right? Versus if you go to the normal one here, it will normally have the handle like function that allows you to like handle standard input, I guess, which then if you type yes, then it will do everything for you. So it kind of just takes that out for you and automates that for you. It just immediately takes that out. Also here in the normal one, you can see where it says, would you like to go live again, right? And then if you say yes, then it goes and does the infinite stream. Now, remember, this is in the newer beta 0.7 version of the script, or else you're not going to have this. But that's where this comes in. So usually you would press in yes to get the infinite stream to do it again. And Hironiki's changes are like we just talked about, but just seeing it here visually is just taking out those standard inputs, the handle that is for typing in yes, and just having it do it automatically. And you can see it right here. If restarts yes, if restarts yes, and then it just does it for infinite stream, right? So that's where Hironiki's awesome idea came in, and that automates everything for it to be able to loop again. This is actually cool because without this, you would actually, even if you had infinite stream, you would still have to manually type it in or use the task scheduler to keep redoing it over and over and over again. So this actually automates it great. But then I added in one extra thing that kind of helps here. Right here, right under the section where you write the service.json file for the OBS, sorry, I went ahead and made this other function or code or whatever. It's just one line of code here, and it basically starts a batch script specifically to run OBS. What it basically is it's the first start script that we had before, but instead it got gutted. So now instead of having that stuff at the bottom where you had the information where you would kill OBS and then wait a couple seconds and then start it again. Now it's on its own different script or batch file on its own. So it just starts here. I put echo off specifically so that when you run it in the background, it doesn't even tell you this stuff, and that's kind of important just so you don't get a bunch of non-existent pipe crud issues that I was having. But basically with this OBS batch script, it's the same thing that we were having before, just cut into a different file all on its own. So it does echo off, task kill, force, IM for name, OBS 64. You do a timeout. I did a timeout of 5 because I was just like, well, I just want to make sure it has enough time to kill OBS before I just redo it, just in case it has some sort of issue. So 5 seconds is fine. It's never had any issue there. I bet you can do 3 or 2 or not even, but I just want to be safe. I'm just a safe person. And then you got CD, and then you have start, so it's all the same stuff, right? And then start streaming. Let me make sure my face doesn't block it this time. So you got start streaming, right? And so now, why did I break that up? Why did I make it so that OBS is being ran with inside of here? Well, if we want to make it so that this is better automated, it's perfect right in this location. Maybe in a different location, maybe, but in this location, it's really good because when InfiniStream goes back to do the whole loop, it comes basically back up to the top of the script, I'm assuming, and then runs back down the line of code again. That's what I'm assuming this does. So what this script will basically do is every time with p close, basically, or close to open, right? It'll open up that batch script, and when it does start B, start basically says, like before, if it's it won't start in the same process, it'll start in another process. So it'll go to another process. The B means it's in the background, so it's not going to make a command prompt script. A command prompt box, rather. It'll just work in the background. So that's why in this one right here we have echo off, because if we have it on echo on, you'll get a bunch of errors or non-existent pipe errors in your actual command prompt that's running the PHP. So make sure to have the echo off in the OBS test or the OBS batch file that you have. Then you want to make sure that you have a B flag so that you just don't see that box. It'll just run OBS. It'll just take care of OBS for you, right? You can name it whatever you want. I just put a test bat because I wasn't sure if it was going to work at the time. And then I put the location of what it is, and then this R. I don't know what the R is for here. Maybe it means read, I guess. So. And that's about it for this. This isn't that much different. What this essentially does will take out the situation for task scheduler while enabling you to save the archive. I'm going to give out links to everything that we have as far as the changes that were made to the Go Live script. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any other ideas that can make this even better, definitely head over to the Discord that Josh has for this, which is the Instagram Live PHP Discord, I would assume. Other than that, thanks again, and have a good one. He also had some other stuff that I just double slashed out because I didn't need to have it, but he has it where it kills the PHP in stream while saving it after the 4-hour mark. So if you want to just have it for 4 hours or whatever, you can use this. Now, if you are going to use this, just note, if you are going to use this, delete this section here, the sleep to while exit right here. Delete that because of the fact that you actually have that right here. So you actually, I believe you could probably delete from here all the way here. Just get rid of that. And then when you take out these double slashes, right, which just makes it so that they're commented and they're like kind of hidden, but really they're just commented. If you take out the double slashes, then they'll be active again. And this will make it so like if you want to kill it after a certain amount of hours, let's say you know you're going to stream for 4 or 5 hours, and you want to kill the stream all on its own while saving it, then you can take care of it this way, right? So what will happen for this is basically what happens here, what I'm assuming is, because I didn't make this, but basically what I'm assuming is it just does the same bypass cutoff time, but it waits even longer for the 4 hour mark, and then it just does everything for you as far as archiving, taking out the stream for you, and then closing out the stream and just ending it, right? So that's where Haroni